Hey, Damashe. All right. I am recording locally on Zoom. I am not recording in audio hijack because, frankly, I don't feel like messing with it right now. I know what the problem with Zoom was. So, hey, Damashe. Oh, wait, we already said that. So, I had like 28 apps open, and I was just opening more apps as I go, and I'm like, okay, I just got to reboot. And then I rebooted, and we're on Wi-Fi, hotel Wi-Fi, so I couldn't get connected to the Wi-Fi because I had that capture portal thingy that I had to enter the room number and everything. And yeah, so I don't know how long this show will be, but I am glad to be here today. How are you?
Hey man, I'm good. I want to make a little noise because I need to grab a charging cable. And I actually need a MagSafe.
Oh, I heard a rumor that Apple's going to cancel MagSafe on the iPhones. Does that impact you at all?
I mean, it sounds like a stupid rumor, whoever said it.
Well, they did cancel MagSafe on the MacBooks for a little while, so why wouldn't they,
I mean, that was when they switched to USB-C, and Johnny I was like, oh, we don't need this extra port because you can just plug it in from either side, and which in a lot of ways did somewhat make sense.
Yeah.
Probably until Tim Cook or somebody like that got their laptop kicked off the desk, and they were like, nope, we got to bring this MagSafe back.
And I need this MagSafe back next week, so we'll get it for the customers in a year or two, but you get it to me now.
I need this ASAP. Exactly. So wait, you're saying MagSafe? So like the whole magnet connecting on the back for aligning your charging device? I don't think it'll actually happen
because Android's starting to do that.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's why I say it's kind of, to me, sort of one of those stupid rumors. Like I don't understand what would drive you to say that, or drive someone to come up with that theory, because one, it's taken them years. Finally, with Qi 2, we have the Android device makers starting to use the MagSafe or whatever they're calling it, because I think MagSafe may be, trademarked by Apple, but whatever they're calling it, it helps you align your device and keeps it on a wireless charger. The other benefit is you can attach things to the back of your phone. Yes. So like a little small stand clip thing that just sits on the top of your monitor, and you put your iPhone on it and use it as a camera, or your Android phone and use it as a camera. It's amazing technology. So I don't think they would go away from it unless that there is a move within the Qi consortium, or whoever runs Qi, right? The whole Qi charging standards body, like, because Apple's a member of that. They contributed a lot of their stuff back to that, which is where the Mag thing came from. The only way I see them canceling it is, it wouldn't really be a cancellation. It's just they would just change the branding, right? Because we're gonna now call it I can't think of a name. MagSafe. MagSafe is actually a really good name.
It is.
So I don't necessarily see them going away. But if it were, I think it would just be a branding change to align with everybody is using, Mag 2 or whatever they called it, right? And then that would make branding on cases and more so than cases, even those external devices. Yeah, accessories. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. More streamlined, because people could just say, hey, this is mobile mag compatible, right? And then that it will work with the magnets on your Samsung or your Pixel or your iPhone. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think they'll go away from it. I mean, they just added it to the 17E. Like, that makes no sense.
Before we get too far into the show, we're going to talk audio in a moment, because that's what this show is and how we work on things. But before we get too far into it, I want to say a shout out to the person I ran into yesterday. So thank you for listening. Wow, we appreciate you.
Randomly
I texted you this person.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then I told you what we were doing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I know. No, when you said a person you ran into, makes it seem like you encountered this person like in real life, like you and Mallory were in the mall looking for some
would be
sushi or something. And then somebody just walked up and was like, hey, are your micro from Technically Working?
Yeah.
And that is what I thought you were about to say happened. And it's like, oh, so you must be Mallory with the shoes.
The closest that has ever been was when my family member came up and commented on the show back at Easter. But
Yeah, that was good though. That
Yeah.
was really good. I like that story. That story was fun. But finish your shout out to this person that we probably shouldn't name.
Yeah. Shout out to nameless person, unless you give me your permission to use your name, which you know how to get a hold of me on WhatsApp now. But also, I just want to remind people, if you're enjoying the show and you've told all of your friends, either A, go get more friends to tell, or B, go leave us a review in the App Store. I figure if we put that in the beginning of the show, then maybe we'll get more people than if we leave it at the end. Although, I mean, if it's at the end, then hopefully they're that dedicated that they'll go leave a review.
Well, see, now we get the people who listen to a little bit of it and they're like, nope, they're not talking about anything I'm interested in. Now they can go leave a review and say, 4 stars. It's a really good show, just not for me. Right.
Yeah.
And then
this episode wasn't for me. So the person I talked to yesterday goes, it's really funny because I remember that episode that you guys were reading off that feedback and they weren't very happy with the show. He goes, keep up what you're doing. I really like the show. So
yeah. I got similar feedback from a friend of the show, actually today. And what this person said was, they're catching up on episodes because they're a little behind. And they said to me, it's really fun listening to you guys talk because it's kind of like I sit down and put on my headphones to turn on Technically Working. And it's kind of like I'm in the room when you guys are having a discussion, but I'm just kind of, sitting off to the side or something or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like you're the person who Mallory yells at me for being all the time, and that is just turning your head in a restaurant to listen to what the people behind you are arguing about. Except for you can hear us in this restaurant.
Yeah, we actually want you to join the entire conversation, which you can do by sending an email to feedback@technicallyworking.show.
So what's your audio setup? Because I am using the DJI Wireless 2Go mic.
DJI Wireless 2Go.
Yep. Oh, that's what you're
digital.
using?
No, that's not what I'm using. No, that's not what I'm using. I have one set of DJI mics. I'm going to sell them.
Okay. eBay or to a listener, either one.
Either one. I mean, somebody reaches out and wants them. It's not a bad system at all. I mean, I thought about just giving them the mic, but I'm like, he already has a thing and he's probably not going to ever use them for anything.
Probably not.
So
you could bring them to convention.
There's no point in me giving them to him. If I still have them by convention, I will bring them. But the DJI set that I have, we have done an episode on it. I'm going to take a wild stab and say it might have been like episode 151. But I'm not 100% certain about that. You should just listen to all of them and then you'll hear it.
There you go.
But I talked about the DJI wireless mic. I do not have the ones that Mike has. Mike has the more professional level ones. I forget what mine is called. Find the episode and you'll find out. But what I'm actually using today is, and this is going to be a shocker to Mike, the Rode Wireless Mic Mini.
Oh, okay. That's new to your collection, correct?
That is new.
Okay. It sounds pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it sounds better. This one sounds better for me than I think the DJIs that I had sounded.
Is this the one you sent me a text message audio clip of?
Yes, this is what I was using.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds pretty decent, actually. How's the setup process?
It is stupidly simple.
Okay.
So, two things I like about this a little bit more. The DJIs are perfectly serviceable, and I didn't really have an issue with them. But one of these were on sale. I was like, okay, I can try them, and I will send them back if I don't like them. That was my promise to I missed the send back.
Say.
Well, I actually meant to send back the DJI too, and I missed the date, right? Because stuff was going on.
Yeah.
But so I get these, and this looks like, so Mike, and if anybody else has seen these, it'll make really good sense to you. If not, just picture a slightly bigger, flatter AirPods type case. But this mic the case that these come in look like the Shocks open fit case almost. Like they're almost
Okay.
identical,
Okay.
but very close to it. A little chunkier, maybe a little thicker, and maybe a little more compact, but they look very much like that case. Like if you put them both on the table and just grab one, you could be easily forgiven for picking up the wrong one.
Uh-huh.
So super pocketable case is what I'm trying to get across to the people. You open this case up and you have a flat mic, on one side, you have the connector sitting in the middle, and then you have another mic on the other side. So it came with two mics. This is just a USB-C. They do sell a Lightning version of this if you're still, unfortunately, using Lightning for your phone or your tablet. But the adapter or the connector, the receiver, let me use the proper terms. The receiver is basically just a little USB-C thing that you just plug into the bottom of your phone or into the side of your MacBook. Or Windows computer, I would imagine that could probably also work too. Just plug it in. There's no buttons, there's no controls, no anything on that device. It's just like the receiver. And then you got two transmitters. They do come with a windscreen that you can attach. That is the one negative that I have noticed immediately, is that you cannot leave the little furry windscreen on the mic and put it back in the case. It won't close. So that's slightly annoying. Other than that, you take it out, plug it in. When I plugged it into my iPhone, because that's where I started at, because that's what they kind of designed this for, is like just plug it into your iPhone. You got two mics and you can do a show, do a thing, whatever. As soon as I plugged it into the bottom of my iPhone 15 Pro Max, it popped up a notification that says, you need an app for this. Would you like to download the Rode, whatever the app was called, app? I was like, yes, I would, because that's how I can configure these. Big shout out to Rode. Like, I have not looked at the Rodecaster or any of its, later variants in years, because Rode didn't seem like for the longest time they cared about trying to make it accessible, and then Zoom came along and did their thing. But their app is like super accessible. Like, I don't have any issues navigating it. The only thing that may trip you up is there are some radio buttons that you switch, whether you're making changes to the receiver or to the transmitters. And it's a radio button and it says dimmed, even though it's selected. And if you tap on the other one that's dimmed, it switches to it. So it audibly, it seems that you can't activate those for some reason. You'll sit there like I was, like, what do I need to do to get this to actually, it says it's connected. You're telling me the battery. What is the problem? And finally, I just double tapped on it. It's like, oh yeah, it switched over. Okay, cool. Other than that, not a whole lot of settings for this particular device. You can adjust whether or not noise cancellation is on. If it's off, low, medium, or high. For the transmitters, you can adjust whether or not the receiver is capturing audio as a combined feed, or if it's splitting it between left and right. Obviously, if you were doing, like, say, a live stream or something from your phone with a co-host, you will probably want to do the combined or the merged. But if you're using this to plug it into, say, your computer, or use a different app to record audio, you would probably want to do the split. So you have the ability to in Reaper, explode the tracks, so you can get each individual audio from each person into their own track for editing. So you're still going to get a stereo file. You just have to split it, but it separates the channels for you. So other than that, not really a whole lot going on with this thing. Other than I think it sounds good. I can't monitor myself. That's a problem still.
Yeah. See, I have the ability to monitor myself, but I'm not, which is my bad, because I can plug in the headphones into the receiver of this one. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this particular device. Now, one advantage that Mike has with his setup, again, he does have a more professional version of what I'm using, or more professional version of the actual DJIs that I have, is he does have that ability to monitor. I think Mike's also will allow him to record on the receiver itself, so he doesn't have to necessarily have it connected to anything else. And there's another thing you're able to do. Oh, your setup, your transmitters also have the
the jack for you to plug in a wired lav microphone, correct?
Yes. Yep. I can plug in a lav microphone right into the top of it.
Yeah. So that is a cool feature. I don't have that on these, and neither do the DJIs, but both the DJI and the Rode that I'm using right now are like the super lightweight on the go creator microphones. You know, you're just running and gunning out there, man. You don't know what's gonna happen. You really just went out to get a milkshake, but just in case an opportunity happens for content, you're ready for it. I didn't see that anywhere, but actually they should pay me for that, I think. Shout out to Rode though. Stop putting your name all over your boom arms, though, because
I bet their name's all over those mics.
You know, if it is, I can't feel it.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah, it actually feels pretty smooth. It does also include the magnet, so you could use a magnet or a clip to attach it to a thing. The clip, of course, is built in. The magnet just slides off. You can, use that through clothing or whatever, depending on where you want to position it. I am currently wearing this clip on to the right side of a polo type shirt with the collar, and the collar is open. I don't button my polo shirts all the way up to the top. I don't know anybody that does that except my son, but to each your own. I told him, if you want to wear your shirt like that, you can wear your shirt like that, dude. I wouldn't do it, but hey.
But if that's what you want to do.
If that's what you want, man, listen, it's your shirt. All right, nobody can tell you how to wear your shirt. Within the bounds of reason, but we didn't get there. He didn't do the thing he normally does. He starts asking all sort of oddball, out of the world questions. So if I wanted to wear it as pants, could I do that? No, you can't do that. But he didn't do that, surprisingly. I was actually kind of surprised he didn't do that, because that's my kid. He wants to push the boundaries. But yeah, decent setup. I gotta say, I think the DJIs that you're using do sound better than the ones that I am or that I was using or that I have over here that I need to box up and sell to somebody. But you also have a slightly higher quality setup. This does, I'm not going to go buy anything, but it does make me lean if I ever have a need for a better system than this. And I still may send this back. I'm not saying that I'm 100% going to keep it, but I do think it sounds good. It does make me lean more toward wanting to do the Rode version of what you have with the 32-bit float and all of that, because apparently, this is only me asking, ChatGPT, but apparently you can control all of the settings from their app. And having experienced the app, it's like, okay, that's not a bad deal.
So
now, Mike, why are you recording on your DJIs though?
Well, we did talk about it last week.
Did we? I mean, we talked about it. We talked about it on the show.
I think we did. I think I said my sound is going to sound a bit different on the show next week because I'm going to go to the hotel with Mallory to record with her. Or not. Hey, maybe when she walks in, I'll hand her one of the receivers and just be like, hey, say hi. Probably not. Oh,
then I'll be like, hey, you're Mallory from Technically Working.
Yeah. Although she won't be able to hear you, so probably won't happen. But
well, yeah, it'll be all right. She doesn't hear me anyway, even if she can. Okay, I remember we talked about it. I didn't remember if it was actually in the show. So I am using this setup partially because I just got it, but also more so because I've been breaking down the office in preparation to move tomorrow. So
tomorrow's a big day.
Tomorrow is the day. I will get 90% I'll get all of my stuff out of storage. I will get 90% of the stuff out of this home office.
And then are you canceling your storage unit? Is that the plan?
Yeah, that is the plan.
Okay.
That is the plan. I've actually already talked to the guy, let him know I'm canceling. I'm going to not necessarily keep, but move to a smaller 10 by 10 non-climate control because it's fairly inexpensive, and that could be a place to store some additional stuff. Like I'm thinking maybe some supplies, maybe I run out of, and I'm also starting to deploy a strategy, looking toward the end of the year, because there are certain products that have like really long dates, like, 6 months or a year. So throughout the summer, since things are going to be a little jiggery because the university will be closed, it's possible I won't be working in prison most of the summer because they'll be doing a transition. I will occasionally buy like an extra box of this or extra box of that chip. And instead of just taking up a whole bunch of working space in the warehouse, I can throw that over in the storage and just have that sit there until we get to the leaner parts of the year. And I can go pull out these chips that are still good, that won't expire until March of next year, depending on when I buy them.
There was an update to LaunchBar today. Well, recently. It's one of those I seen it today. I don't know when it actually came out. But again, VoiceOver got it mentioned in LaunchBar, and they have, and I'm drawing a blank on the keystroke, but they have set up a keyboard shortcut now for VoiceOver users to activate menu options or something.
I may have missed that.
Oh, man. Okay. This is going to drive me crazy, and I'm going to have to fix it. So I discovered, you're going to laugh at your ass off at me probably, but I discovered in Windows that you can go in and you can set global keystrokes for Zoom, right? Like if I'm on my desktop, I can hit Alt-A and that'll mute and unmute me. That's great. But Michael also found out you can do that on the Mac. And I'm like, hey, it'd be amazing if I went and set Command-Shift-A to be my mute and unmute globally. Guess what I can't go to in the Finder with Command-Shift-A?
Oh, man, you can't go to applications.
Every time I do it, it's like audio muted. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Oh, man. That is... yeah, maybe Command Option Shift A might be a thing to do.
Yeah.
It's still weird to me that you cannot customize, though. At least I have not figured out a way, and I haven't looked recent in the past couple of years, but as of 3 or 4 years ago, you still couldn't customize those Finder shortcuts. You can customize a lot about Finder. You can make your own shortcuts, but you cannot customize the shortcuts for downloads, the home folder, documents, desktop applications, and utilities. Like those are just hard-coded somewhere deep in Mac OS, and you never be able to change those. Which would be handy if you could.
Yes, it would.
Oh, don't quit Audio Hijack because I'm using that. Yeah. So, let's see, what have I actually been doing this week? I've really just been prepping to move, trying to sell down some of my stock so I don't have as much to move, which is going to put me in a bind next week because I'm about to run to the places and pick up stuff on Monday. But
so, are you putting stuff on discount? Should people go?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I mean. No, what I mean is like I could have went and picked up an order from one of my suppliers this week, and I did not go get it, or I didn't put in the order to go get it because I'm like I have enough to get through the week, and by the time I get to Friday, there'll be a little bit less that I actually have to physically move. And like I didn't put in a Pepsi order this week, although it's kind of smart I didn't put in a Pepsi order because some of the places I actually sell a lot of Pepsi products in the bottle at, like they're kind of they're concerning me a little bit at the moment, honestly, because it's like, oh, there's way too much Mountain Dew in this machine. Like I got to make sure it works because there's a lot of Mountain Dew in this machine. And I filled it last week. What's the problem? No, there's no discounts, man. What are you doing? Prices are going up, man. Dude, do you know I just spent $98 to fill my van up, and it was at a quarter tank? Like,
I believe it.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it at all.
What are you guys paying per gallon?
When I bought it the other day, it had come down to $329.
Oh my! Shut up.
Man, no, I'm not.
Average is $550 here right now, and Mallory found a place driving through California, Northern California, it was $669.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, so shut up. Oh.
Stay out of Stay out of California, man. Like,
yeah, for sure. But yeah.
Stay out of California.
It's easily $100 to fill up the truck. Easily.
Yeah.
Closer to $1.25.
Yeah, man. It reminds me of some years ago, which I wouldn't have to having to fill up a tank back then as routinely, but yeah, it is rough. I mean, it's rough. So we want to thank our tip jar supporters for still being tip jar supporters.
Yes.
You know, your financial support is offsetting the cost of gas. There's nothing else. So I want to go back and talk a little bit about, because we'll spend a lot of time off and on over the past couple of months talking about audio. For people who may have dropped into the middle of that, one aspect of this was because, well, two things. One, I wanted to share some different options for people who are interested, whether it's getting into podcasting or live streaming or doing a video thing that they post on YouTube. That's not really a podcast, but people call it that. Or if you just wanted to, you know, have people really comment on how great your audio is when you come into your weekly Zoom meeting at your job. Whatever it may be. We want to go through some of those options for people. We've covered about everything I have here. Mic setup hasn't really changed all that much at all. So, but we have gone through several different microphones, including these types of mics that we're using today, which are rechargeable wireless mics. We've covered your wired mics, your USB mics, and all of that. The other reason for me going through this too is that there are many more people than you may expect that are in our position where when I travel, I don't travel a ton, but I do travel. And when I'm gone, I still have obligations. I still have to record my podcast, or I may have to hop into a Zoom meeting. I don't want to have to use the subpar microphone in my Windows laptop. And I don't want to use the slightly, better, but still somewhat lacking microphone that is in the Mac laptop that I may be carrying. Or I don't want to have to be on speakerphone because I'm just going to take my phone or my iPad. So looking at different options for travel setups, and I'm still kind of chasing, and I say kind of chasing because I have a system that'll work, but I want it to be more mobile, more compact than what it is. Now, these wireless mics that I'm using right now, these are a good solution. I'm going to have to actually listen to my show this week. As you're hearing this, I will have probably heard this because I want to know what it actually sounds like in real world usage. I know what my little test recording sounded like on Audio Hijack. I think I sound slightly better sitting where I'm sitting now as opposed to when I said mic, that little clip a couple of days ago, I was sitting in the living room. But I think a lot of people are in need of or have a desire to own a nice portable recording system. Whether it's because they podcast occasionally or they don't take it as seriously in ways about audio equipment as I do. So they're okay if they just plop down at the kitchen table and they just want something they can put together real quick. Boom, this works. When they're done, they break it down, tuck it away until the next week or the next 2 weeks or whatever the case is. So, a lot of the stuff that we have gone over microphone wise, I still say XLR mics. If you're going to get an audio interface, the best mic to buy is the Beta 87A, hands down. Yeah. I don't think there's any argument from anybody. And if you want to argue, I'll be in Austin or in St. Louis or in Orlando. Come and see me and we can have words about it or we can fight about it. But that's how I feel. I think that is an excellent microphone. even if you're not a microphone professional, which I am not. Right? I'm routinely not monitoring myself. Having the ability to monitor myself is what keeps me on the microphone. Because otherwise I would lean back and then like, oh, I didn't realize you couldn't hear me. One downside to these wireless mics is I can move all over the place as long as I'm not making too much noise. Because I've turned around in the chair, I picked up something, I had to reach for this cable, and like I realized as I was telling Mike I got to get this MagSafe cable, I could actually just turn around and get it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't hear me move.
Nope.
If you're getting started or you just want something that's super portable, you don't want to get complex with the whole audio interface, internet stuff. We found the new version. What was it? Because I think the 2100X from Audio Technica is out.
It's the 2500?
No, I don't think that's it. I think that's a side address microphone. You don't want that crap.
Well, I'll go to Amazon and I will type in, I have not bought this, obviously, or I would know which one it is. ATR210. Why does Focus have to do the ATR2100X? If I do a search for that on Amazon, then I get the AT2500X, 2500X.
Okay. Maybe it's a 25. There's some number with 25 in it from Audio Technica. It's like a condenser barrel-shaped microphone that you're talking to the side of it, not the end of it, which is confusing when I had one. 2500X, or depending on the pricing, the Samson, not song, take no G, it's Samson Q2U. These are both really good condenser, really good dynamic microphones. They're good at knocking off room noise or side noise, all of that. You do have to get relatively close to them, probably 2 to 3 inches away from your mouth is about as far away. Don't eat it, but about 2 inches away, you're good. And they're really good sounding mics. They're USB with the option for XLR as well being built in. So if you decide somewhere down the line, oh, I do want to get an audio interface, or you just show up to a, I don't know, you show up to an event and somebody's like, well, hey man, we got a board and or we need an extra microphone. You can be like, hey, I got one. They just got to provide you with a cable. You plug into the board and now you're doing a live show with some people. Those are probably the best starting points. Those are frankly, honestly, probably great for a ton of people just consistently. I mean, and it's a very quick setup and breakdown process. Mm-hmm. Because you plug in a cable, you can plug your headphones into the mic so you can monitor yourself. I'm going to advise you to get used to hearing your voice in your head if you're going to do any sort of podcasting, for sure, or any kind of audio heavy work where like the focus of this is going to be the audio content. You want to definitely make sure you monitor yourself because it will train you to stay on the mic. When you can't hear you, they can't hear you. That is how I learned this.
And if you can't hear you, stuff feels weird.
Yeah, I was about to say. So right now, the fact that I cannot hear myself is really, really disturbing me. I said this when I did the DJI little mini mics or what. Like, not being able to hear me is really crazy. Because I keep thinking Mike can't hear me. I'm like, man, wait, Mike can't. Wait, he can't hear me. I just can't. You can't hear me, right, Mike?
Yes. Yes,
oh,
I
okay.
can hear you.
Just make sure, because this is weird. Like I don't like it. But that's a good setup. And that microphone or either one of those two microphones will work with any operating system of choice. So Android, iOS, Mac OS, Windows, Linux. Just plug it in. It's just you don't need drivers. You don't need any weird. Just plug it in and it works. Mm-hmm. So you could plug it into your phone while you're in a hotel and join a Zoom meeting and still sound great. And everybody like, wow, your audio is really amazing. You're like, yeah, I know.
I listen to Technically Working.
So they told me, how to make sure my audio sounds better than yours.
Yes. Yep. See, that's how you tell a friend if you don't have any more friends to tell.
Oh, there you go. That was slick. I like that. Now, one of the long, unattainable, I really can't find an elegant, satisfactory way to solve this problem. I have a thing. I can throw my ATR. Nope, I have an AT2500 is what I have, which is a really old version of the Audio-Technica mic. Don't buy that microphone, not because it sucks, but because it's at this point overpriced. If you can still find one, I don't know if they make it. But I can throw that in my bag with a USB, what is that? That's the mini USB to USB-C cable that I bought. And I'm good to go. I got headphones, I got some in-ear monitors I can plug in, and I'm ready to do a show. Here's the problem. Where do I put the microphone when I'm recording? Because I don't want to hold it because that creates handling noise. Because I'm going to constantly move it. And then eventually I'm going to get tired of holding it. I'm going to be like, oh, well, I'm not talking, so I'll just lay it down on the table. So, they're a little portable. Now, a lot of these microphones come with their own little stand, like they're crappy. Don't use those. You got to hunch over the table. It literally hurt me to hear a 6'4" guy say, yeah, sometimes I just have to use the little stand that came with the microphone and hunch over the table. It's like, oh man, I hate doing that. And I'm just at 6 feet. You a big dude. Like, man, that's awful. But that same guy who says he's had to sometimes do that also gave me the holy grail, the thing that I've been looking for, which was a portable boom arm. Because there are portable mic stands that you can fold up. They're tabletop stands. They fold up, collapse down. They're pretty sturdy. I sent Mike one. I have one. It came with two, so that's why Mike got one, because I didn't need two of them. So I sent Mike one because I had previously tried one, and I don't know if Mike bought that one or not, but it was really crappy. Like you put anything with any kind of heft to it on it, including an Audio-Technica microphone, and if you didn't set it up just the right way, it would just fall over. Or if you move the wrong way, you jostle the table, your microphone falls over, right? It was very poorly balanced. So I sent Mike one of these low-profile ones that I found. It was pretty decent. But it still kind of puts you in an awkward position because you have to lean up over the table or do something kind of weird because the mic's not coming to you. You have to go to the mic, which also is not necessarily the best look if you're having to also do video on the go. Now, Mike is going to give us a whole, walkthrough over the next, 100 or so episodes on portable video solutions because he's an expert at this. I have no knowledge of such things, so I will stay out of that and just learn. However, abandon all of these little portable microphone, because they're all desktop stands. They're portable, they're desktop stands. I don't like desktop mic stands. There's not a thing for me. I like boom arms because you can move them and you can position them exactly where you need to be so you're comfortable. The mic is in a good spot. And if you're on camera, they can also see your face, if that's a thing. Well, I found a mic stand, thanks to Rob Dunwood, actually, from DTNS. He's also on another show that I am blanking on, The Tech John. TECHJA, detect, JAWN.com is where you can find that show, or dailytechnewsshow.com. Now he couldn't remember the name of it, just like I'm not remembering the name of it, but I'm going to find it for you because I just bought it. Actually, I don't even have to go that far. I can just look at my messages because I sent it to Mike. He couldn't remember the name of the mic boom arm that he bought, but he described it well enough. He said it folds up in 3 sections and it has a table clamp. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went to GPT. I said, hey, Rob Dunwood on Daily Tech News Show was talking about this boom arm that he has that folded up in 3 sections. He didn't know the name of it and it was not linked in their show notes. Can you please try to find it? It may be on his Threads account. Right, because I knew he said people had asked him about it on Threads. So I was pretty sure at some point he found it and posted it on Threads. I don't have Threads. I wasn't going to try to go look in Threads.
Yep.
I'll just put the LLM to work. So here's another little, another thing, right? That Mike just texted. Hold on.
I texted you?
Oh, you said rebooted. Never mind.
I'm like, that's weird. If I texted you Gmail.
So after putting the LLM to work, it found it. It says, I think the one that you're looking for was mentioned in Rob Dunwood's threads, blah, blah, blah conversation. He linked to the Toti mic arm for lightweight mics. And there's a whole bunch of extra keyword stuffing for Amazon purposes that comes along with that. But we will link to it on the Mastodon. And if you don't have Mastodon at all, you can send us an email and I will happily email you the link. Or maybe Mike will put it in the show notes.
I'll forget to.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe. So just send an email. Listen, we're doing a thing. We're trying to build engagement. This is one way to build that engagement. We're going to make you email us if you want links to the stuff if you're not following us on Mastodon. That's how that works for right now. The audience does decide. So if you guys decide like, man, we really ain't finna do none of that. We're just going to talk bad about you on threads. Then maybe we'll change it. But for now, send an email and I will send you a link to this mic. But it is the Toti, T-O-T-I, lightweight. No, Toti. Jeez. They got all these keywords in here. Toti mic arm for lightweight mics. And you want the cheaper of the two options if you're looking at this on Amazon. The second one is heavier and made for bigger mics. And I suspect that it's probably not even exactly the same boom arm. That it's a slightly bigger desktop boom arm. This one, the lightweight one for lightweight mics, is actually a travel boom arm. It does fold up into 3 sections very nicely. Fits in the bottom of my backpack with no problems. So Mike could easily tuck one of these in his backpack and have a nice. And the clamp on it is really. Sometimes you get these boom arms. I've had these in the past. I'm pretty sure you have too. Like they don't open wide enough to clamp around certain things. Yep. Yeah. So this one looks like it doesn't have that problem. It clamps on my desk that I have right now. And that has always been the problematic one for me. Because the edges of my desk kind of come down at a slope curve and you don't want to clip it right on the edge of the curve. Yep. You need it to get back there a little bit so it can actually grip the desk. Kind of like the Rode one does, even though they put the on the side of it. So it's nice.
Tell them the most important thing.
What was the most important
How much did it cost?
Oh, it was on sale and I bought it for $24.
That shocked me. Like, I was like, oh, wow. Especially for you to like it. Like, I was expecting it to be like, I don't know, at least $50. Because I'm like, he's not going to deal with some cheap thing that's not going to hold up his microphone and not going to stay in the same place. So I was thinking $50 to $70.
Yeah. I was but Rob actually said that he spent about $30 for it when he bought it. Now it was on sale when I purchased it on Amazon. Yeah. So that could be what its regular price is, but no, it's solid, man. Now again, it is for lightweight mics. So the microphones that we have recommended you purchase, if you're into this sort of thing, will absolutely work on this mic arm. If you're silly and you go out and get an RE20. When you put it on here, it is going to collapse to the ground. Okay, I'm just telling you that right now.
It will not work again.
I don't think there are very many boom arms. You're going to spend several $100 for a boom arm that can hold something like a RE20. I don't know about the 7B because you put the 7. Did you put the 7B on your Rode?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I didn't think it was rated for it either, but I was like, I better not say that because maybe Mike actually put his on there and it held up just fine. Or maybe it just slowly slumped to the desktop.
No, I did have the Rode. I was going to say, I don't think I had the Rode at that point, but I did. So.
But yeah, any handheld mic you could put on here. I could even put my favorite mic, the Ethos Earthworks, should probably fit on there because it's not a very heavy mic, but I would never ever in life travel with that microphone. So it doesn't matter if it'll work or not. I will never find out. But that has solved the problems, or solved that problem at least, right? I don't really have many others because there's tons of portable audio interfaces, or I can, again, just take a USB mic and plug that in. But there are tons of portable audio interfaces, most of which I have used throughout this series, other than the Zoom recorder. I hadn't pulled that out. Probably because at some point I erased it and reformatted it. Well, I reformatted it or reset it, whatever you call it. Reset it.
Yeah.
Because I think I was going to do a setup of that particular H5 Studio audio walkthrough and then post it to AT guys. I think it was the plan at some point. But and I will do an episode at some point with that recorder using the 87A microphone, just so I can, remind people of some of the things that I probably have forgotten about it as I'm telling you why you should or should not buy one, or what is good for and what is not good for. But I will say when it comes to the Zoom portable recorders, unlike the P4 Next, I think, is a very specific device. Either you want a really small footprint on your desk, or you just like the features that it has.
Yeah.
But if you're going for maximal portability, I mean, it is small, but if you're going for maximal portability, I mean, it's kind of hard to beat that, but the H5 Studio is decent. Honestly, I mean, AT Guys doesn't sell this, but the H1 XLR is possibly the most portable thing you can get. It's basically the H4 without the microphones, I'm thinking, without the XY mics on it, because it says it has 2 XLR ports. But, that's a matter of taste. And again, just a USB mic and this desk stand and some headphones. You got to have headphones because you got to hear your co-hosts or the people you're talking to. And even if you're not talking to anyone but your audience, you should still hear yourself, because that way you'll know if I can't hear me, they can't hear me. Mm-hmm. And you're off to the races. But yeah, I'm really impressed by this boom arm, dude. Like, and mic is kind of like the Rode. Like, the 3 sections allow it to kind of either be like the Rode is naturally, where it comes over the top, or you can push it down and then have it kind of be a low profile arm and have the mic coming up from the bottom. So it's a pretty good setup. So it is good for video if you're doing such things, and you don't want the boom arm covering your camera, because that looks weird.
It does. I might have to pick one of these up, because I will tell you it's okay with my current setup, and I could have, now that I know what the desks are like here, it would have been just fine to have that mic stand on the desk right in front of me. It's not super low, and I may have had to lower the chair a little bit, about halfway over what it is right now, but I could have used the Beta 87A just fine with no problem. So when we come back down here, because I don't expect it's going to be an if, but when we come back down here, I'll bring at least the Beta 87A and the H6E.
So he's not going to travel with his Vocaster. Okay.
Well, I mean, the Vocaster wouldn't be bad, but I don't know. I'm tired of tearing everything off my desk and rebuilding it. And I'm at the point, man, where I'm almost like, well, I could just go buy a second Mackie. I could just go buy a second this and, just have it all boxed up, ready to go when I need to go somewhere. That's where I'm at, almost.
I mean, plan for it, but plan for the Pelican case that you're going to want to buy too.
Yeah. Well, see, so when I tore everything down a couple weeks ago to take it to the leadership conference, I haven't put anything back on my desk. The only thing I put back on my desk was the Vocaster. Like the mixer still in its box, because I have its original box. So, and that's what I traveled with it in. So the mixer's still in that. The Shure microphones that I have, the wireless mics, those are still in their box. And I just have a little area of boxes. I do want to buy a second powered speaker, and I probably will end up buying one in the near future. Mallory is not happy about that, because the one I have is like 25 pounds and it's just giant and takes up so much room.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been looking at some tower speakers, though.
Man, you
They're
really
like
should.
thin.
You really should think about looking at like the what is the speaker you have now?
Right now I have a Yamaha. I don't know which one it is, but it's a 1200-watt speaker. Powered speaker, I think.
You should look at like the Yamaha HS series and maybe go for 2 of those.
Okay.
Because they go from small to big. I kind of feel like they may be one of what you have. I just think you have the bigger one. But they have some smaller ones. But if you get 2 smaller ones, you get the same effect without the enormous weight and taking up all the space.
Yeah. Yeah. I will give her the credit. It does take up a lot of space. It does. It's like an extra suitcase.
But that's the other thing about this whole portable or travel mobile setup for me too, is like when I have stuff set up on my, I don't want to take my mic off the board. I mean, I don't take my mic off, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
You don't want to take all that stuff apart.
Yep.
Because inevitably, when you get back, you're not going to have time when you first get back to put it back together. And then you're not going to put it back together because you don't need it. And then when you need it, you're going to like, crap, I didn't put everything back together.
Or I put it halfway back together, got distracted, and then can't figure out why something isn't working.
Yeah.
That's me.
So, yeah, that happens too. It's like, hey, why is it in it? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I forgot that I ran that cable from here to there, and that's what made that thing work. Yeah, so that's another aspect of it too. But I honestly want to be able to leave, a microphone. It's been great knowing intellectually that I won't. Also, that's the other side of it too. Knowing intellectually that I won't leave and grab my laptop bag and get to where I'm going, and I need to show up with Mike to do technically working, or I've been invited onto a show that I haven't been invited onto forever, I guess because I showed up that one time and didn't have a cable, and I won't be missing a cable or anything because it's all in that bag and I don't touch those cables. Like once if I put a cable, and this is another pro tip, whether you're traveling with audio stuff or not, buy a separate set. If you always pack the same bag, or there's always a bag that you're going to travel with, put a set of cables, adapters, whatever it is that you will need for your stuff in that bag, and do not rob from that bag when you break a cable in your house. Just go buy another cable to go in your house. Don't be like, oh, I'll go in the suitcase or the backpack or the briefcase or whatever and just borrow this cable and then buy another one. No, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to forget to buy another one. Unless you have already bought it and you really need it, then it's okay to do that. But that is the caveat. You have to have already gone to Walmart or Best Buy or Amazon's website and purchased it, and it is on its way to you. Then it's okay to go in that bag and steal that cable, because when the new one comes, you'll open it and you'll be like, oh yeah, I got to put this back in that bag. Otherwise, don't touch it. Just make sure you have, because otherwise you show up places and you don't have a cable that you need for a thing. And sometimes it's easy enough to, do it, depending on where you are, do a Walmart or Best Buy pickup or delivery or Amazon same day and get a USB-C cable. But what if that's not an option? And what if the cable you need is a weird, like it's an XLR cable? So you're not going to run to the drugstore next door to Walgreens and grab an XLR cable, are you? No, that's not going to happen. So you're going to be sitting there like me with your audio interface connected to the computer and the mic stand set up, and then there's nothing connecting the mic to the audio interface, and you're sad. Which is a thing. It happened to me in Houston. I think it was. Yeah, it was in Houston. Yeah. So, that's kind of also another point. Like, I really want to find the next thing for me, which I don't do enough video, that is super important. Maybe Mike will have some ideas when he starts his video series. But I would like a camera that is portable enough to just leave it in the bag and be like, okay,
it's
cool.
a pretty simple video series, Damashe.
Use your iPhone.
Yep. Yep. Use your built-in Max camera.
No.
Come on. Why not? What's so bad about it? Is it just the concept of it being built in that you don't like?
No, it's not that. It's like it gets really weird for several reasons. And here's why I don't necessarily like that as a default solution. Hey, listen, in a pinch, do it. Like, do what you have to do. Don't go out and buy something expensive, especially if you're not making a living at doing video or you're not trying to make a living at doing video. I will say that. But here's the first problem with the whole use your built-in webcam. Depending on the version of the MacBook that you have, determines how crappy your camera is going to be. The newer Macs do have better cameras, but if you got like the M2 MacBook Air, which is what I'm using right now, this camera's pretty kind of crappy. The other thing is, right now I have my laptop at the best angle for typing. Well, that means you're going to be looking at my nose. Now I can put it on something, find a book or something in the hotel or wherever I'm at to raise the laptop up to the optimal height for video. But then now how am I going to type on it? Right. Now, some people are going to have solutions to these problems. And again, if you do, that's great. I'm trying to minimize what I'm carrying. So I don't want to I'll just pull out my Bluetooth keyboard, my handy folding Bluetooth keyboard. And I'll use that to type on. I don't want to do that.
So you don't want to carry a Bluetooth keyboard, but you do want to carry a camera that you could scratch up?
Well, see, here's the thing. The camera should be in a case, or it should be something small enough. Like, ideally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this iPhone 13 mini if I ever decide, I need to have a permanent camera. I'm not going to go out and buy something that's like, I need to put this in my bag, because all of these little webcam things are kind of bulky. Honestly, to me, like the best for me, I'm not going to say the best in the world, but I say the best for me and the best for a lot of people, portable devices. Hey, just use that old iPhone that you didn't trade in or didn't sell or didn't hand down, right? That or Android phone that you didn't trade in or hand down, right?
With a MagSafe pop socket, so you can clip it onto the back and then hang it off the back of your computer and face it towards you.
Yeah, or get a little stand so you can adjust the height. Get a little mini tripod so you can adjust the height. So when the person you're talking to over Zoom to help you get your camera set up says, could you raise it up a little bit? You're not lowering down your chair that you're sitting in so that you're at the right height, and then you're kind of slightly uncomfortable the whole time that you're doing this thing. And you stand up and your knees pop and you're like, oh crap, I'm getting old. But that's a me problem. But yeah, ideally, now you could just use your phone that you have with you. That was weird because I leaned over to grab this phone and I stopped talking because I was thinking I was off the mic. Like, I don't think I like this. That being said, you could use your phone that you carry with you every day as a camera. If you are an Apple user, you're an iPhone and Mac user, there's continuity, which I still haven't used. So we're going to ask Mike about that here in a second because I think he has used it.
There's continuity camera, like any other Apple feature.
There's continuity camera. Well, there's your thing, or mostly platform agnostic. I don't know what to tell you about Linux, but Windows and Mac users, whether you're iPhone or Android, can use Camo, which is an amazing app, and it works on Mac, works on Windows, and it can work with an iPhone or an Android phone on both of those platforms.
Or just vibe code your own app.
I mean, you could try doing that too. You know what? I'm not going to discourage anybody from doing it. I'm not.
It's a little extreme, though.
I mean, it is a little extreme when I think Camo is
$30.
Is it? Yeah, it's fairly inexpensive.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if they actually just had like a free tier that you could use also, is what I was
with watermarks.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm not going to see them.
I mean, that's when you break out the AI and vibe code a way to inject your affiliate link for Camo into that watermark.
At that rate, you might as well just vibe code your own your own Camo alternative with a link that people can go buy your vibe coded app.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if somebody really does pursue that, let us know. We'll
and make it accessible.
We'll happily test it on you know, clean Mac.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, Camo is a good app. It works on, like I said, across those two major platforms, mobile and desktop. And it lets you turn your phone into a camera with some optimal settings. Depending on your phone, you can do a lot more or a lot less, but it works great. It's stable. And unlike what Mike just said about continuity camera, it's consistent.
Yes.
The only thing I know about continuity camera is it consistently pops up when I don't want it.
Yep.
Would you like to use this? No, go away.
I would not. My phone is not even in like.
Right, it's not even here. Like it's, and I'm not even using a camera thing for anything. What are you doing?
Yeah,
like, go away.
Yeah. And there's never a don't remind me. It's always remind me later or now or whatever. And then when you hit remind me later, you know it's going to remind you later.
Yeah, at the wrong time. But I forget that you have to actually do it from the phone, not the Mac, to say don't use continuity camera.
Okay. I think I heard that on Mac Geek app, and I went and turned it off or something, because that seems like something I would have heard on that show.
Yeah, I may have actually turned it off at this point. I kept meaning to try it because I wanted to be able to intelligently talk about it. But I just never got around to it, because anytime I actually had to be on video for somebody for a reason, I'm like, well, I'm going to the old standby that I know works, Camo, to the rescue. And, I plug in the phone and just get to it. Now, the only downside possibly, I don't know this, I should actually I will test this. I'll test this after I move into the office, because I haven't actually tested this. If you're using Camo or continuity camera, can your phone still be your hotspot if that is the internet source that you have?
That I don't know. I do know that if you're using continuity and you get a phone call, things get a little weird.
Yeah, so see, that's the other thing. If you're going to use your phone that you actually use, put it in Do Not Disturb, because otherwise, your camera goes away. Your camera goes away when you get a phone call. So there's that thing. But otherwise, I mean, I am fairly, I think I'm pleased now. I think I feel like I can stop buying stuff.
Good.
Or at least stop buying audio equipment. I did buy a radio.
Credit card probably appreciates it.
Man, listen, my bank account appreciates it for sure. Like, I mean, the credit card, at least I'm getting points on some of this stuff.
Right.
Like, hey, man, I like the points. But then I have to pay the bill. I'm like, man, I don't like paying this bill.
I don't like the points, I like the points. I don't like the bill that comes with them.
I don't like this bill thing though, man. Like, geez, what was I doing? Like, dude, you got to go list stuff on eBay. Like, what are you doing? But we're gonna get there. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing more of that, because I will have to clean off. Here's the thing: I have to clean off my desk in order to move it. And I got to move my desk tomorrow, because I'll have help to move it, and I'll have a U-Haul truck. So it's got to get out of here. Everything ain't coming out. But there'll be some, bits of stuff that'll still be in here, box here. But I can throw that on the van any day. But the desk has to go tomorrow. So I have to clean it off. Had to clean it off. There's still a few things up here. So when I'm up there, once I'm set up there, got the mic and all that stuff set up, I will start taking photos with, I'm gonna try. Never mind.
He'll report on how his eBay experience goes soon, and I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, we should, because I was about to talk about a thing that I'm not sure I'm able to talk about. So,
okay.
I want to thank everybody for listening. We appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the show. Thank you for your direct feedback as well as your email feedback. If you are on Mastodon, you can follow him. He is Payon, Payown, at dragonscave.space. I am Damashe, Damashe, at technically.social. The bot, who's apparently taking a break for some reason, I don't know, is on vacation. Spring break for the bot. But follow the bot, because as soon as I get all this stuff out of the way, I will get back to cranking up the bot. TW at technically.social.
Maybe the bot's making our website.
The bot's not making the website. The bot is on. The bot is on chill because there are very few places that are comfortable for me to sit for extended periods of time that are not my office chair. But I don't have air conditioning out here in the office, and it's been warming up there, so I have not been spending as much time on the computer as I need to. Yeah. Which is one thing that's making me happy about moving into this warehouse / office space, because there's a nice office with a door that I can go close, and I will be working up there. And I will, to the best of my ability, leave work there when I leave, which is a whole nother concept. So the bot shall return, the site shall get finished, and other things will happen too, because I will actually have a workspace that I can, take a break when I need to. I won't be burning up, and I won't be doing weird stuff like putting bowls of ice in front of fans to try to cool off either.
Oh boy.
I actually haven't gotten around to doing that. I just go in the house with the laptop, and I'll sit in my chair for a little while, but then the laptop's dying. It's like, I gotta go plug it up.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things that get in the way, and our kitchen chairs ain't super comfortable, man. Like I'm uncomfortable enough throughout the day as it is to be sitting in a chair doing work on a laptop. Like, that's asking for more pain and possibly RSI, but I'm an old guy. Anyway, TW@technically.social. Follow that bot, because when the bot comes alive, like I think things are going to get a little out of control. It's going to be interesting to see what it does. I will let people know, in case you haven't really been following along, when the bot actually goes back to life, like comes back to life, we're going to be watching it, but we're going to be watching it. Like, we're not going to be controlling it unless it does something really outrageous.
And then we may not be able to control it.
Well, then we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens.
Hey, listeners, what do you think the bot's name should be?
Oh, good deal. What should we call it?
Yeah, because the bot sounds a little degrading, and it may get offended by being called just the bot. So what do you think the bot's name should be?
Oh, wait, on the email that says, you guys are just taking it way too far. It's a computer. But
Siri
we welcome that
name.
email. That is a very good point. Very good point. And the bot might make that point one day. How come I'm just called a bot on the show?
Yeah.
I do all this work.
I'm angry today because I'm just called bot.
Yeah. So, hey, that's a good idea. Send us your feedback on that. If you are not on Mastodon, you can send us email feedback@technicallyworking.show. Also on Mastodon, you can use the hashtag technicallyworking. We appreciate you capitalizing T and the W. I've already said it once, but I will say it again. Thanks to our tip jar supporters. You can become a tip jar supporter by going to technicallyworking.show and finding that support us link, clicking there, and you can choose to either subscribe for a monthly tip, or you can do a one-time tip. So do what you can when you can, and we appreciate it. Just know it's very much appreciated. We do our best to thank our tip jar supporters every show, but me and Mike show up consistently every week and publish this show because we know people are counting on it, because there are people giving us money for it. Also, we just like doing the show too. But thanks, everybody. We appreciate you listening. This has been Technically Working episode number
161.
He looked it up about 5 minutes.
I did not, actually. Oh. Nope. Sure
I
didn't.
remembered it. I remembered it as I was saying it, because I remember last week was 160.
Yeah, that's what I remembered. Was last week was 160. I'm like, okay.